Thanatos.
You were orphaned as a child, and due to always being on the wrong side of power dynamics, you finally decided enough was enough. It's time to main Thanatos. You enjoy the sick pleasure of an insane early game and the ability to strike fear into your opponents as you use hovering death. The only time you've ever gotten a pentakill was when you played Thanatos, so obviously that means he's OP and your best character, right? You don't care if he falls off late game because it won't matter in your bronze games anyways. Everyone sucks.
Fuck! Fuck! Okay, I gotta leave. I missed my scythe. Okay. Oh, come here, Baka, you bitch! Fuck! Missed my scythe. Hey, help! He's chasing me!
Are you jealous that you didn't get to slay that guy?
I got this. Hey, my scythe's coming back up, Oh, fuck, I have no abilities, Help!
Are you jealous that you didn't get to slay that guy? Oh, false god. 2 consecutive murders. Unstoppable. And now a triple kill. Okay. Calm down. Quadra kill? Divine. Rampage. Pentakill?
Your souls to me.
Nice.
Awilix.
For a long time, you would only pick Awilix as a counter pick whenever you had tons of knockups or the enemy team had leaps. That is until one day you discovered Awilix's taunt. Now you shake your ass on the corpses of all your enemies. You think Suku is probably a top 5 coolest movement ability in the game, and Feather Step makes you feel good because you could never do flips, not even on a trampoline. You pride yourself on how good you get at knocking people up with your ult, and you think you no longer need any synergy to pick her and have value. So you finally found out Naja was a dude and decided to give him a try. And now you're wondering why you haven't been playing him this whole time. You always liked characters with cool combos, and Naja's sash into ult takes the cake for you, especially because of the easy follow-up it allows for your teammates. You vastly enjoy winning most lanes and annoying the shit out of people as Naja's support early game, and equally enjoy 100-0ing people in the late game, with the sash into auto into ult combo as Naja jungle. You have come to accept the fact that you lose almost all your value into enemies that are using their beads or CC immunity, or also when you get no follow-up. And then the other 50% of the time, you end up missing the ult. But again, who cares? Naja's your GOAT.
Lancelot.
You go to Renfest every year, so you knew the moment Lancelot came out, he was gonna be your main. Whenever you played Warriors, your go-to was always King Arthur. And now there's an assassin version? The week after his release, you showed your barber a picture of him and asked for the same style. His horse mechanic and ability reset are right up your alley. You don't get happier while playing Smite than the times the HP shield from his horse ends up saving your life.
Loki.
You have no problem pissing other people off. In fact, you enjoy that shit. Every kill you get in Smite makes you feel like adapting, so naturally you pick Loki so you can ensure even when you dive in 1v5 35 minutes in a game you're taking one with you. Which you do a lot. You love characters that have invisibility, and the extreme burstiness of his kit is right up your alley. You're subscribed to Professor Loki on YouTube and have a shrine of him in your closet.
Has been slain.
Right, guys, I'm gonna go in. No. Okay, next time.
2 consecutive murders. I'd want to kill that guy too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Maybe now. Actually, no, wait, not now. I think my team's got that. My team looks like they have that.
Killing spree.
Okay, maybe this time. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This is a good time. Yo, Erling, turn around. I'm going in. Wait, no, never mind. No.
Are you jealous
that.
that you didn't get to slay that guy?
Fuck that.
Minions have reached your portal.
Okay, wait, guys, no, this time.
Your ally has been
Fuck.
slain. An ally's been killed, but you did really everything you
Arachne.
You're that one weird kid in school who did not have arachnophobia. Your favorite channel is Lucas the Spider, and your favorite superhero is Spider-Man. You believe in early game supremacy, and you trust yourself to carry hard enough in the first 15 minutes that anything beyond that is obsolete. You managed to find a way to erase your memories of any game that went 30 minutes plus, so you don't have to realize you were completely useless half the time.
Pele.
So you don't actually know this, but part of the reason why you main Pele is because you actually have a secret psychic nostalgic connection to watching Lilo and Stitch in your childhood. And playing Smite on Pele is one of your best ways of rekindling your connection with one of your favorite Disney movies. The other reason you play Pele is because you love lifesteal characters and think Camazotz doesn't have enough CC. Pele's movement speed makes you feel like you're Sonic.
Daji.
Tell people the reason you main Daji is because she's a burst assassin with an Ares ult. And she is just really good in general. The real reason you main Daji is because you're down bad and your dream girl is a feisty dominatrix who knows how to tie knots. The second you get a girlfriend, your main will change to Susano.
Serqet.
You have sassy as fuck personality and think scorpions are a badass animal. You don't mind the little AoE because you find her combos and high mobility to be fun as fuck. You're good at climbing on top and riding your opponents as they die from poison. You also like to throw in some cheeky crit every now and then because you think your one being able to crit is sick and big numbers make you happy.
Alright. As soon as this Vamana comes to his blue buff, I'm gonna kill him. It's gonna be sick as fuck.
One eternity later.
Okay, fuck this.
Just really hope your ally is fine with the concept of death. There are no laws here in Smite. Killing is actually encouraged.
Fucking love this character.
Yeah, you watch Marvel movies and go to the gym 5 times a week. Typical Thor main type stuff, you know? I mean, who needs any other jungler besides Thor anyways? He has a teleport, a wall, and one of the harder to detect globals in the game. I mean, late game, he can dunk on multiple people and almost completely 100-0 them by himself. Doesn't even need follow-up. All these new gods are just stupid and unnecessary to you. You wish you could go back to the early days of Smite game, when Thor reigned supreme and Boomy Chicky Nana ate your cream.
Bakasura.
As a Bakasura main, you serve as a gatekeeper to Platinum. You never have been and never will be good enough to actually reach Platinum, but you're the final boss people have to get through if they ever want to escape the gold ranks. You're above average on the toxicity scale and make sure you hyper farm for the first 20 minutes, so late game you can join every team fight 2 minutes late and hopefully clean it up. You still haven't realized that the strategy requires the enemy team to not snowball the early game, and that your teammates have to perform well enough in the team fights before you join in order for you to clean up in the first place.
Camazotz.
Lifesteal, sustain, burst, sustain, damage immune ult, lifesteal, sustain, and more lifesteal. We could honestly stop right there for Camazotz, but I guess I'll continue a little further. It took you 2 months to realize how Camazotz vampirism buff works, and the tagline for your playstyle is, "It's dive or nothing," which basically means you lose every game the enemy team manages to outdive you in teamfights. Oh, and you also think anti-heal is overrated and that no one even buys it for Camazotz anyways. First off, you think Fenrir is badass as fuck. I mean, he bit off Tyr's hand for Pete's sake. Also, you're a dog person, and we're planning on naming your next dog Fenrir. Your playstyle consists of getting involved early and hoping to snowball the game. You managed to master picking up people whose beads or CC immune ults are down, and you even got good at baiting out beads by pretending to bite, which makes you feel so good about yourself. You tell yourself you main Fenrir because he's just that good, but truthfully, you just misplay on some of the more semi-remotely halfway almost a little bit difficult characters.
Tsukoyomi.
Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? You watch tons of hentai and have both a body pillow and an anime girl sticker on your car. You managed to convince yourself that Tsukoyomi is not only really good, but a top 5 assassin, despite everybody you know telling you otherwise. Playing Tsukoyomi inspired you to start adding back to your bladed weapon collection and to start watching Naruto again. You think piercing moonlight is one of the coolest ultimates in the game, and have had dreams of yourself piercing moonlighting in real life.
Kali.
To be honest, auto-attack assassins are just your thing, and you believe Kali to be the pinnacle of that group. You think early game is overrated, and are down to take a few losses to snowball, as long as you can ensure you win every game that goes plus 25 minutes. Your ult makes you feel like you're actually immortal in real life, and gives you the confidence to not only dive in 1v5 in the game, but also dive into any new and exciting situation in real life as well. And your teammates have nothing to worry about, because as a Kali main, you only ever go in at the right times, and if you end up failing, it's either because your teammates didn't follow up correctly, or the game lagged and your ult didn't go off even though you totally pressed it in time.
Alright, I'm a Kali with my ult up. Oh yeah, right, bitch. Like, that's gonna do anything to me. Bitch. Bitches. Yeah? 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 Yeah, okay.
First blood.
Nemesis.
You didn't actually like Nemesis until the 69th game of playing her in a row when you finally learned to use her shield and ult correctly. And now you're thinking of going pro, and if anyone has a problem with that, they can 1v1 you, because that will 100% prove who is better at the game, right? You think tanks are the most OP role in the game, and your playstyle consists of ulting tanks and looking for as many 1v1s as possible.
Bastet.
I don't care what you say, in one way or another, you managed to make it in the top 10 most cringy kids in your year at school. You have spent at least $500 on skins in Smite, but probably somewhere more around the ballpark of 2,000. And most of them were for Bastet. You're also an assassin's assassin. You don't need much utility or extra steps. You just want to blow people up and get out. There's a semi-decent chance you saw how much clout Scream was getting for playing Bastet well in the SPL and decided to try it out, and now you're here.
Cliodhna.
You grew up watching Goosebumps and Courage the Cowardly Dog, and eventually transitioned into slasher and Saw movies. So naturally, when you play Smite, you're Cliodhna main. You think her scary whispers as she hides in the wall are cool as fuck. You can't get over how cool it is that she's the only capable of going inside walls, and she has 2 ult charges that can full clear waves and even be set up like traps. Your favorite part, however, is seeing those big damage numbers at the end of your games. And who cares if you only got 2 kills and your team lost? It couldn't have been your fault, right?
Susano.
There's 2 reasons why someone might main Susano. Number 1, you picked him up when his auto attack cancels took 1 brain cell instead of half of a brain cell, and you thought it would be a good way to show your skill. Number 2, you're bait up on a Tuesday's Eve and need to carry your romantic partner who is a 10-star Aphrodite who played rank once and quit because of the toxicity. You also think Susano's voice sounds cool as fuck, and you practice sounding like him in the mirror every day.
Set your ruler.
You fancy yourself quite a quirky and spontaneous individual, and love the freedom and diversity Set grants you. Solo, jungle, mid, ADC, fuck, even support. You play it all, as long as when you play, you're set. You're always boasting how OP your main is, but make sure others know that he actually requires skill to play. However, the jury is still out on whether that is true or not. Big up Cyclone and Paul, fuck Horus.
Ratatoskr.
You love how much of a cute little rascal he is, and you love his feisty troll-like nature. It reminds you of yourself, as he's a constant reminder that big things can come in small packages. You've known for a long time which acorns are the best for which situation, but you appreciate the ability to switch up things every now and then. He works great for you as a character because you like to get involved early, think globals are OP, and queue jungle solo.
Ravana.
You walk around like an NPC character in your daily life and work a full-time 9-to-5 office job. Because you don't like to break the status quo, your life has led you into the safe and protective arms of Ravana. His overhead kick plus health shield passive plus damage mitigation ult gives you the reassurance you need to feel safe at all times. Your dream is to one day finally work up the bravery to try a harder and more skill-intensive character, but we both know that will never happen.
Hun Batz.
You could never do flips as a kid, even when jumping on your friend's trampoline. You also always wanted a pet monkey, so naturally you decided to vicariously live through a character on Smite. You're someone who is always VGSing jokes and taunts. You think no one can do that better than Hun Batz. I mean, he's hilarious. You're completely content being average until teamfight phase because nothing gets your adrenaline pumping like a well-placed Fear No Evil. There's also a 99% chance your secondary role is support.
Mercury.
Your favorite superhero is the Flash, and your favorite cartoon character is Sonic. Not because they're fast, but because douchebags that think they're cool are the type of people you aspire to be like. You legitimately play Mercury simply because you think his kit is cool and you like big crits. You think Spectral is a trash item, and you're still learning to correctly gauge the exact distance needed on his ult till this day.
And that's a pentakill. So you got 4 and now you pentakill. Unstoppable. Really hope your ally is fine with the concept of death. That's a pentakill. So you just decide to pentakill. So that's a thing. Divine. Wow, that was that your first? And that's a pentakill. So you got 4 and now you got 5. And that's good.